Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Captain Kaboom, and welcome to a Minecraft Redstone video. Today I'll be showing you my top 10 picks for the best Redstone TNT cannons in Minecraft. Now, obviously, when you make a top 10 list, there are going to be some exceptions, so I did not include any gigantic, humongous, or crazy builds. These top 10 feature small, compact TNT cannons that destroy things in unique, effective, and creative ways. Alright, so right before we start the video, I'd like to point out that all the credits to the original creators are down in the description. So I'm not claiming these as my own, but simply compiling them into a single world to share with you guys, and so the world download is of course in the description. And now that we've got all that out of the way, let's begin. First here, we have a extremely rapid firing machine gun TNT cannon. So let's just demonstrate the first one here. I already have TNT in all of these, so when you download the worlds, they all have TNT in them primed and ready, so be careful. So let's flick this lever and start the destruction. Alright, so as you can see, it has a very wide range of destruction. It's pretty long. You've got some short range explosions, some medium range, and then some pretty long range shots all the way out here. So this is a pretty versatile cannon if you want to do a wide range of destruction along a single line. This is the alternate version right here. And so what you've got to do is flick the lever, and then shortly after, put the redstone dust right there. And this one is much faster, as you can see. But the big difference is, as you can see, it's not hitting super long range down here. So it's slightly shorter range, except it's a lot faster. And there you have it. That is our first TNT cannon. Alright, second right here. This one is a TNT shotgun. So, we're gonna press the button here. And so, as you can see, it dispenses each of these. These are the two projectile dispensers. And so, each of them dispenses 8 in rapid succession in this clock that we have here. And it's a shotgun, so it's a lot shorter range when compared to our machine guns over there, except it has a much wider spread, just like you would expect from a shotgun. If you've played any game, any shooting game ever, shotguns are always shorter range but wider spread. And so this will do a humongous amount of destruction at short range. Alright, so moving on, this one is using slime blocks, so you don't need water for this build. But anyway, let's turn this on, and as you can see, it's arcing 3 TNT at a time, and then after the first explosion, they kind of spread out around there. If you can build relatively close to someone's base, and you know that they have a large underground mine right under their house, this is definitely a good option. It's got a wide explosion from these 3 TNT. So definitely short range when compared to those machine guns. Alright, so here in number 4, we have our TNT sniper. So over there we had our machine guns, and then we had our shotgun. I don't know what you would call this, maybe a drill or something. But this one, ooh, it bounced in the slime blocks right there. This one is our sniper. So, it shoots only one block of TNT ridiculously far. So, let's turn this on. The one downside of this, which could be slightly annoying, is that, as you can see, when that TNT explodes, it usually destroys some of your redstone dust, so make sure you have redstone dust handy. Let's put down our TNT again, and this time we'll actually watch the shot. That went Oh, wow, that was in the exact same spot. Look at that accuracy. So, it is definitely slightly longer range than our machine gun. But this is a guaranteed long-range shot. The machine gun, only some of the TNT would get that far. And that was at the lower, slower setting. So, if you want a guaranteed long shot, number 4 right here, the TNT sniper is the way to go. Alright, next. This is pretty much the most cost-effective build in this top 10. As you can see, it is tiny and compact. So, we will shoot this off and check out the range. That's going pretty far, and it does go, you know, it launches up into the air, and it's gonna explode before it arcs down, just because of the timing on the button. So what that means is this is pretty good for shooting targets that are a little bit high up and a medium range, medium distance away. If you need to destroy your enemy's tall house or get him in a tree or some wall and you don't have many resources, this is your solution. Alright, moving on to number 6. I just had to set the time back to day. So here we have a mid-air launching, or mid-air propelled TNT cannon. And what is really nice about this one is because it launches up in the air with the slime blocks, you can build this next to a wall and shoot over it pretty easily. Most of these other builds down here, and also you can see it's pretty accurate too. Most of these other builds, the starting point of the shot is going to be pretty low, and so it's not going to be able to get over a wall. Alright, here's an 8 high wall. Let's see how this does. Just over. So most other TNT cannons would probably hit, you know, right around the middle of that, just because it's the beginning of their arc, but this one will go straight over. So, very useful for shooting over walls, if you'd rather shoot over them than, you know, shoot through them. Alright, so here we have number 7. This one, I would say, is by far the most destructive. And, you know, let's just watch. And we're gonna get a lot of lag. And it just blew itself up. Wow, look at that. So, obviously, the widest range. That is gigantic. So, pretty much, start up this cannon and run. That is what you have to do. You don't have to run back very far. This is like 10 blocks, so start this up, and destroy everything in your path. Alright, so moving on to number 8. We had some technical difficulties here because the previous cannon exploded the button here, and so I had no idea what to press and where to press it. Because this, as it so happens, is a hidden TNT cannon, so you cannot see it at all. It's completely flush with the floor. You just press your button, and out pops the TNT. So, this is great if you need to disguise your cannon. Someone's chasing you. You're running. You press the button, and boom, TNT gets dispensed out of nowhere, shot at your enemies, who hopefully are a decent length behind you if you want to hit them. If they're like literally right behind you, then it's not gonna hit them. You want them to be a reasonable distance away chasing you. So that is our hidden TNT cannon. Great for stealth operations or hidden bases, anything like that. Alright, number 9 right here is our TNT drop cannon, and this fires TNT in a very similar way to what you might see in movies when fighter jets flying around. They drop the missile out of their out of the little loading bay in the bottom, and then the missile shoots off towards the target shortly after. So let's just demonstrate here. It opens and fires the TNT forward. So if you have any kind of, you know, flying jet build that's big enough to fit this inside, this would be an awesome addition to your... Whoa, that one actually went really far. So this one is not quite as precise in its firing when compared to some other ones. That went very far right there. That was a good shot. So anyway, as I was saying, if you have a fighter jet build, some sort of creation like that, this would be an awesome addition. Also, if you have like a flying base or something, you can fire down on your opponents from up here. Alright, last but not least, right here is our 2 manual TNT cannons. So, they're 2 different versions of basically the same concept. So right here, as I am demonstrating, you just place the TNT. So it requires no dispensers, and they both use slime blocks. And so this one is pretty accurate right here, and it's digging a pretty big hole. The downside to this one is you cannot hold down right click, or else you'll pretty much blow up your cannon. It'll self-destruct. That is the one limit to this one. And that's where this one comes in handy. This one is a longer profile, as you can see, but it's definitely a lot nicer in terms of being able to rapid fire. So I'm just holding down right click here, and it's just doing all the work for me. And so, in comparison to this one here, it's definitely slightly shorter range. So, if you're building a manual TNT cannon, long range, this one's the way to go. Rapid fire, this one's the way to go. Alright, so those were my top 10 picks for the best redstone TNT cannons in Minecraft. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to be updated whenever I post new awesome Minecraft videos. And, of course, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And you can check out all my other videos on my channel. My name is Captain Kaboom. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.